Hello students, hopefully all of you are fine. So now you must be pondering why ma'am is showing all these pics to us. Students, in our last session we discussed about the adjectives. Now what are adjectives? All of you know. They are describing words. But we compare things. If one thing is in front of us, we try to compare those things. Though all these three baby girls are very pretty, still, we can say Shelley is pretty, Soumya is prettier than Shelley, and Lovely is the prettiest among all. So, this is what we are going to learn about today, that is comparison. A heartiest welcome to one and all once again. Dear students, when I am talking about comparison, question arises what actually we compare? We compare quality of a person, place, or a thing. Now, where do we actually compare? So, whenever I am going to market to buy vegetables, I always opt for fresh vegetables. So, I'll compare the quality of the vegetables in the market. Whenever I'll go to buy dresses for myself, I would like to have gorgeous outfits. Means I should look smart in those outfits. Yes? And if I'll go to buy toys for myself, I'm not playing with toys, but just giving an example. So I would like to buy pleasing toys, means I should be happy while playing with those toys. And now about friends. We always want best person to be our friends. So actually we are comparing the quality of vegetables. I want fresh vegetables. Dresses. I want smart outfits. Toys. I want pleasing toys. And friends. Best person to be my best friend. So here fresh, gorgeous, pleasing and best. All these are adjective of quality. So let us talk more about this. So students, this is called degrees of comparison of adjectives. What actually it is? It is when adjective of quality changes its forms when it is used to compare one noun from another. Now let us see. We have three degrees of comparison of adjectives. First is positive, in which there is no comparison. We are talking about one person, place or a thing. Second is comparative, when we are comparing one thing with another. Means two person, place or things are compared. And third one is superlative degree, that is the greatest degree when we compare more than two things, then we use this degree. So students, let us learn about all these three degrees in detail. Let us start with positive degree of comparison. As I already told you students, this degree refers to one object, person or place, and we are not making any kind of comparison in this degree. Like in this example, we can see only one house and we can say she has a big house. Students, now let us learn about comparative degree of comparison. Student, this degree is greater than positive degree, and in this degree we compare two persons, place or objects. So let us look into the example like this house. Her house is bigger than my house. Now see, we have two pictures. So we are comparing these two pictures. This is big, but this is bigger than this house. So this is comparative degree of comparison where we are comparing two things. So students, now learn about superlative degree of comparison. This is the greatest degree of adjective. And in this we compare more than two objects, people or places. For example, his house is the biggest among all. Now what all? Now this is picture of second house and third. So now we are comparing three houses, that means more than two. This is big, this is bigger, and this house is biggest among all. So this is superlative degree of comparison. So students, whenever we are forming comparative and superlative degrees of comparisons, we have to follow few rules. So now I'll be discussing those rules with you. First rule is that when a word ends in consonant and vowels you're familiar with. In alphabets we have 5 vowels and rest of the alphabets are consonants. So we add er and est to that word. So the word is young. Now you can see this word is ending in G and G is a consonant. So what we would be doing for making it comparative, we will be adding ER, younger, and for making superlative, we will be adding EST, here youngest. So young, younger, youngest. So now second rule is when the positive ends in E, we add only R and ST to the adjectives. Now let us look into the example. Now see this adjective large. This is ending in E. So what we would be doing for comparative, we will be adding R, and for making superlative we added ST. So large, larger, largest. So third rule is when the positive ends in consonant plus Y. Its last 2 letters of the word should be consonant plus Y. Then we drop the Y and add IER and IEST. So let us see happy. The adjective is happy and we can see ending in Y and before that P. That is also a consonant. So what we will do now? We will be dropping Y for comparative degree and we'll add IER. So it will become happier. We have dropped Y. Yes. Now let us look into superlative degree. We have dropped Y here also and added IEST. Happy, happier, happiest. So students, fourth rule is that when positive is a word of one syllable, syllable again is a vowel sound that ends in vowel plus consonant. Last letter should be consonant and before that it should be vowel. Then what we will be doing? We will double the consonant and for comparative we will add ER and for superlative we will add EST. For example, red. Now D is a consonant and E is a vowel. So we'll double D. For comparative we will add ER so it will become redder, and for superlative we'll add EST so it will become reddest. Now you can see the comparison. These 3 colors are red only, but this is light red, this we can say medium red, and this is deep red. So this is what comparison is called. Now fifth rule, when the positive is long, that is a word of 2 or more syllables, means when a word is having more than 2 vowel sounds, we add more for comparative degree and most for superlative degree. Let us look into the example. Intelligent. Now the adjective is intelligent. Positive is intelligent. Comparative is more intelligent. And for superlative, we are adding most. So positive, intelligent, comparative, more intelligent, and superlative, most intelligent. So students, sixth rule is that we have some adjectives that do not form their comparatives and superlatives. That means that they do not follow any of the previous 5 rules and they make their comparative and superlative degrees as a completely different word. For example, positive is good, comparative is better, and superlative is best. So as you can see, all three words are completely different. So students, two things to remember here. We use then with a comparative degree and we use the with a superlative degree. So for example, Rani is fatter than Soumya. So here we are comparing how many persons? Two persons. So this is comparative degree and we have used then. Now here Rahul is the tallest among all of his friends. Now they are more than 2. As you can see the number. So here we have made superlative degree and we have used the to make superlative degree. Students, here our session comes to an end. I hope all of you must have understood degrees of comparison and the rules I discussed for making the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. So now it is up to you whether you want to learn all the comparative and superlative degrees of the adjectives of quality, or you will diligently learn the rules which I told so that your work will become easier. If you'll understand these rules properly, students, you can easily form comparative and superlative degrees. Thank you. Have a nice day.